Shalom and welcome to Simple Biblical Hebrew. And today we want to continue our discussion from last time on the new covenant promised in the Hebrew Bible, in the Tanakh, in Yirmiyahu, in Jeremiah chapter 31. There was a new covenant, Habarit HaChadashah, that was promised to come after the days of the covenant made with the people of Israel in the land of Egypt. Here it is in the Hebrew Bible. Behold, days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, the house of Judah. Not like the covenant which I made with their fathers in the day I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. My covenant which they broke, although I was a husband to them, declares the Lord. But this is a covenant which I will make with the house of Israel after those days, declares the Lord. I will put my Torah, my law within them, and on their heart I will write it. Okay? And then here it is on the right in Hebrew. Hine yamim ba'im na'um Adonai ve'harati et Beit Israel ve'et Beit Yehuda barit hadashah, a new covenant. Lo cha barit ashar karati et avotam B'yom ha'chaziki b'yadam lachotziim ma'aretz Mitzrayim ashar hema haferu et bariti ve'anochi ba'alti bam na'um Adonai. Ki zot habarit ashar achrot et Beit Israel achrei hayamim hahem na'um Adonai. Natati et Torati bakirbam va'al libam achtvena. So we saw last time that this prophecy of a new, renewed covenant was made to the nation of Israel 600 years before Mashiach, in 600 almost BC, and by their own prophet Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah. And so today what we want to do is we want to look at what does the New Testament have to say about this prophecy. And so what better place to start than the most famous rabbi in history, Jewish rabbi in history ever, looking at what he had to say about this. And so we're talking, of course, about Yeshua HaMashiach, better known as Jesus Christ, perhaps. He's the most famous Jewish rabbi in history. And so he is often misunderstood. It's a common misunderstanding that Yeshua replaced Torah or abolished Torah, or that he taught against Torah. But actually, when you study the Berit HaChadashah, when you study the New Testament, you find out that he did not speak against Torah. In fact, he promoted Torah and taught Torah and kept Torah. And so, in fact, if we go to the book of Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, right? Matthew. And if we go to the 5th chapter, and if we look down here at verse 17 and 18, and what we see, here's Yeshua now speaking about Torah. Let's see what he says. He says here in verse 17, Al tha chashavu ki bati la hafer et ha-Torah, right? He says, don't think that I came to do away, to break the Torah, or to do away with it, right? O et dibri ha-nibiim, or the words of the prophets, he said. I did not come to break Torah, and I did not come to speak against what the prophets taught. Ha-naviim. He goes on, he says, Lo bati la haper ki'im la melat. See, I didn't come to break the Torah, but I came to fill it, is really what this is. Malah in Hebrew is the root, and it means to fill up. When you fill something up, you don't replace it. You don't replace the glass of water when you fill it up. You just fill up that existing glass to the rim. Indeed, God makes our cups to overflow, it tells us in Psalm 23. So Yeshua didn't speak against Torah or break Torah or teach people to break Torah. Let's see what else he says. He says, Ki amen, right? Ki amen. Omer ani lechem ad ki ya'avru hashemayim v'ha'aretz lo ta'avor yod achat o kotz achat. Right? Until heaven and earth pass away, Yeshua taught not one yod, right? The yud, or one thorn of the law. Kotz is a thorn, and referring to even the little thorns that oftentimes are written on the Torah scrolls, the little accents on the letters, the fancy marks. He says none of this, not even that, will disappear from the law. Min ha-Torah, ad ashar ya'oseh hakal, until all is accomplished, he said. So Yeshua never taught against Torah. He taught for Torah. And he actually taught that he came to fill it, that Mashiach, this is Rabbi Yeshua's teachings on Mashiach, that the Tanakh was writing about Mashiach, that Mashiach would come and fulfill all the promises made to Abraham, to Yitzhak, Yaakov, that all those promises would be fulfilled in Mashiach one day, that the whole Tanakh, the whole Torah, and the Nevi'im and the Ketuvim, they were talking about and writing about Mashiach, and that he would come one day and not replace Torah, but fill it up, to fulfill it, to fill it up. That this new covenant, this renewed covenant made in the Jewish Bible, Yirmiyahu, that this new covenant would one day be fulfilled in Mashiach, and that God would take Torah and write it on people's hearts, not on just paper or vellum or tablets of stone, but that he would write it on hearts, right? So that's what Yeshua taught, and that's what Yeshua believed about Torah. So it's a misunderstanding today. So next time we want to look at what else does the New Testament say about the Old Testament, and is this a theme, this common misunderstanding? It seems like today that Jesus and the apostles in the New Testament try to replace the Old Testament, or try to replace Torah, or try to speak against it. Let's look at the evidence next time. Let's look at what the Brit HaChadashah has to say, and we'll look at Hebrews chapter 8, and we'll look at an ancient Hebrew scholar and see what did he think about Jeremiah 31 and how did he interpret it. I hope to see you next time.